If you like drum programming, you will love this one. It's something that musicians usually discover in more advanced stages of their artist endeavor. But really, there is no reason to wait to discover the magic of sampling. Let's add a sampler track. First, you might be asked to allow access to your microphone. That is standard with browsers to ask this permission for security purposes. This will allow you to record samples with your computer microphone. With the sampler instrument, you can either import pre-recorded sounds from your computer or record samples on the fly, straight to the slots of the sampler. Importing files into the sampler is really easy. You simply drag and drop them from any folder on your computer, like this. These are sample files from my own personal collection. You can download the sample pack to your computer if you want to use it. Another way to bring in samples is to browse and import from here. It's practically the same thing. You can also drag and drop samples from the internal library of sounds that come with BandLab, using the sound browser on the right sidebar. There are many ways to search for a sample. Get familiar with this by just trying to search for sounds yourself. Here's a good tip on how to get a specific sound. Filter the results. By selecting one shot, expand the filters here, and select a specific type of sound or drum you want to find. For example, kick. Even if you're not familiar with the names of instruments of drum types, you can just Google it or try to pick one randomly and listen. Collapse the filter tab and listen to the options. Find something you like and drag it to a slot in the sampler. Now you can play it either by using the keys of your computer keyboard with the corresponding letters on every slot. Pretty awesome, right? Let's add some sounds. You can audition the sounds with the up and down arrows on your keyboard. Stop this video and add some sounds to your sampler. That was nice and super useful, but the real fun starts here. You can also record your own sounds by pressing and holding every pad in the sampler like this. Alternatively, if the BandLab Sounds tab is closed, you can choose to record from here, so you don't need to hold the button pressed and keep your hands free. Take a second to try it yourself. Now that we have a few sounds in the sampler, let's get programming. Move to the MIDI editor tab right here. This will open a slightly different editor. It looks a bit different from the drum machine grid. This is more similar to what the MIDI editor looks like in most cases. You can double-click some notes into the timeline. Every line represents a sound just like before. Notice the lines separating the bar into small slots. This time, these slots are a bit more dynamic. So we will also look at the numbers on the top part of the grid. 1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. These represent the 4 beats division in every bar. This will be a good way to keep tabs on the perspective of the timeline when we want to zoom in and handle details of the programming better. Let's hit spacebar and listen to our little beat. Let's use the second sampler track we have with my original samples.
A few moments later.
Party ain't on, so we're coming in. The music won't jump if you're not dancing. Party ain't on if you're not dancing. Party ain't on, so we're coming in. The music won't jump if you're not.
You know what to do. Now go ahead and try it yourself.